Alright guys, last video for the chapter, and you'll notice that I kept it on the same clothes the whole time. I really smell by this time. Alright, so anyway, what I'm going to do instead, I was going to make this into 2 videos, but what I'm going to do is it's just going to be 3 problems, and I'm just going to try to fit them all in one. So let's get to it. The last 2 should go pretty quick. So anyway, this is a continuation of the last video where we're just talking about eliminating variables, getting variables by themselves. So again, this is a pretty straightforward problem, so let's get to it. So again, you notice here that I'm looking for, I need to look for variables that has a 1 as a coefficient, so it looks like the x here is my only option. So I'm going to use the x's, I'm going to try to get rid of the x's. So again, I've got 3 different ones. Okay, so I'm going to use 1 and 2 to start. So it's going to be, I'll just rewrite them over here. So it'll be, again, the top one's not going to change. So minus 3y plus 6z equals 18. And what I need to do to this equation is I need to multiply by 4. So I'm going to multiply everything by 4. Make sure you do that. Again, it'll be negative 4x plus 20y plus 16z. And I have no idea what 48 times 4 is, so we're going to grab our calculator. 48 times 4 is 192. Alright, so there you have it, okay? There's 1 and 2 just turned into an equation that we can work with. So let's, I'm going to add everything. The x's cancel. So it's going to be 17y plus 22z equals 210. Looks good to me. Alright, so that's our first one. So I'll write it up here. So 17y plus 22z equals 210. Alright, so let's go. Again, this time I'm going to use 2 and 3. So let me erase everything that I've got around here. Okay, so this time I have 6x and I need a negative 6x right here. So I'm going to multiply by 6. Pretty straightforward stuff. So anyway, let me rewrite it down here. It'll be negative 6x plus 30y plus 24z equals, and again, just like I don't know what 48 times 4 is, I do not know what 48 times 2 is, or times 6 is, excuse me. So 288. Okay, so 288 right here. And again, so now I'm going to use these bottom 2 equations that I have to eliminate the x's. So we will cross them out, add everything else up. So this is going to be 28y plus 29z equals 288. So let's go ahead and write it over here. So it'll be 28y plus 29z equals 288. Alright, so this one's going to be a little bit tougher. I'm going to erase this because we're going to need some room here. So we need to find the least common multiple between these guys. So what I'm going to do, just to kind of save us some time, I'm going to multiply 17 times 28. So 17 times 28 is 476. So I'm going to need we're going to need this calculator here. So I'm going to multiply, So I'm going to multiply this top one by 28 on both sides, and this bottom one by negative 17 on both sides. Okay, so 28 times 17, we already know that, is 476. So I'm rewriting the top one first, guys. So it'll be 476y plus, do 28 times 22, 616z equals 210 times 28, which is 5,880. Okay, so that's my first equation. My first equation is taken care of. I'm going to cross it out. Okay, so we know that this is going to be negative 476y minus something. Okay, let's figure it out. I lost my guy here. Okay, so we'll do 17 times 29. So it's going to be minus 493z equals, and then we got last little bit of multiplication, we've got 288 times negative 17. So I'm just going to do 17. We know it's going to be negative. So it'll be 4,896. And boom, let's do it. So these cancel here. So again, I'm going to do 616. So 616 minus 493 is 123z. And then we'll do the same thing here. So, oh, and this should be negative. Excuse me. This should be negative right here. Sorry, guys. Sorry I missed that. All right, so last thing, it'll be 5,880 minus 4,896. So 984. Saying a silent prayer to myself to make sure, or to hope that 984 is divisible by 123, because if it's not, I'm going to start throwing desks. So 984 divided by 123. What? Oh my goodness, that's wonderful. 8. So z equals 8. All right, there we go. First answer. Okay, first answer's done. Let's go ahead and I'm going to go back. I'm going to plug in. I'm going to plug it into this top equation that I crossed out earlier. So it's going to be 17 y plus 22 times 8 equals 210. All right, so 17y plus 8 times. No, you know what? Sorry, I was gonna try to do it in my head, but nope, no reason to waste my time. So 176 equals 210. Subtract 176. So 17y equals 210 minus 76 is going to be 2434. So positive 34. Divide by 17. Y equals 2. Okay, so now I'm going to take my y and my z and I'm going to plug them back in right here to get this final one right here. So I'm going to use the top one. So it's going to be 4x minus 3 times 2 plus 6 times 8 equals 18. So 4x minus 6 plus 48 equals 18. Combine your like terms, so 4x plus 42 equals 18. Subtract 42. So 18 minus 42. Oh man, guys, I'm struggling. I'm sorry. I am tired. 18 minus 42, negative 24. So divide by 4. So x equals negative 6. So there are 3 answers. I'll go ahead and write my ordered triple. So it'll be negative 6, comma 2, comma 8. Whew, man, that was a big one. Now, luckily, guys, these next ones are going to go a little bit faster. So let's go ahead and jump right into that. Let me pull them up real fast. All right, so here we go. Go ahead and pause the video, write it down. Make sure that you guys are with me here because this is going to, like I said, this is going to go a little bit faster and you'll see why. So again, I'm looking, you see I have a couple different options when I am looking for a coefficient of 1. I've got a 1 here for x, I've got a 1 here for y, so it won't really matter. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to eliminate, x. Why not? So I'm going to use the first and second equations to start. So I'm going to multiply this one by negative 2. So if I rewrite them over here, it'll be, again, top one's not changing, 2x plus y minus 3z equals 5. And then this guy is going to be negative 2x minus 4y plus 8z equals 7. Nope, sorry, I'm losing it. Equals negative 14. Alright, so now we can just go ahead and combine here. So this is going to be, cancel those out, it'll be negative 3y plus 5z equals negative 9. And that'll be our first one. So negative 3y plus 5z equals negative 9. It just got really scary in here. Oh man. Okay, hopefully you guys can still see me. Alright, so let's keep going. So I'm going to use 2 and 3 now. Okay, so let me erase this stuff around 2 and 3. So I need a -6 here, so I'm going to multiply by -6. So it is going to be -6x minus 12y plus 24z equals -42. Add them. So these will cancel, and you're left with -9y plus 15z equals -42 plus 50. It's the same as, so 42 minus 15 will be to -27, and there you go. So it's going to be -9y plus 15z equals -27. So again, I'm going to try my lower numbers first. So -3 goes into -9 3 times, and then 5 goes into 15 3 times. So it really won't matter what I multiply by. So I'm going to multiply this top one by -3 on both sides to get them to cancel. So it'll be positive 9y minus 15z equals positive 27. Cross that out, add them up. Everything cancels. So 0 equals 0. Again, guys, you know the answer to this one. It is infinitely many solutions. Again, I'm abbreviating because I'm running out of time here. So infinitely many solutions, you want to say dependent system. All right. Okay, so last one real quick. Let's get to it. So again, in this case, I'm going to try to, I think I'm just going to use 1 and 2 to try to get rid of the z's. So that's what I'm going to start with. So again, write it down, make sure you got it. So 1 and 2, I'm going to multiply this one by 3. So it's going to be, again, I'll rewrite it over here. It'll be -12x minus 6y minus 3z equals 45. And then I'll rewrite the second one because that one's not changing. So 12x plus 6y plus 3z, sorry, losing it there for a second, equals 45. So again, you'll see that they all 3 cancel except for this one. Okay, so it's going to be 0 here when I add it up, equals 90. So does 0 equal 90? Nope. Okay, so this does not work. These are not equal. So this, and the answer for this system is no solution. And you want to say inconsistent system. All right, guys, I'm done. I'm going home. I'm watching the Cardinal game. Hopefully you guys are having a good time too. And I'll catch you on the flip side.